Welcome back to the Belted Galloway Homestead. In a previous video, I showed you how I took the top out of one of these fly catching bags and I installed it in this 5-gallon, 6-gallon bucket to catch flies and to be able to reuse it over and over again. Well, I had a couple concerns. One being rain. I noticed that if this was just sitting out in the open, this would pool and fill with rainwater. So I've got to either be conscious of where I put this. I've either got to build a shelter over it, which would be easy to do, or I got to tip it to one way so the water doesn't build up and actually ends up filling up the bucket when it rains. So that's one concern with this design. The other one was daylight. I was concerned that you can see a little bit of daylight through there. And I was concerned in that totally dark bucket would the flies see that daylight and fly back out of that bucket. Well, one of my subscribers from the channel Mysterious Outdoors had some great feedback on that and suggested that I put in some windows in the bucket. So shout out to channel Mysterious Outdoors, who provided some feedback and said, hey, why don't you take some plastic bottle material and add some windows in this container. That'll give something the flies to attract to. Maybe they won't be so attracted to the light coming in through the jug there. And so I think that's a great idea. I think it's worth a try. So I've got this old hole saw that I had around here used for putting doorknobs in. Let's see how big that is, how well that works, and cut out a hole to fit this plastic. Put it on the inside, maybe a few rivets, and get a window in here and see what it looks like. Again, thanks to Mysterious Outdoors. Check out that channel. Well, we're making a mess, but we're getting there. So hopefully you can see that clear plastic sheet here. But I end up drilling 3 holes. I'm going to clean that up and make this more, take away those sharp corners, and then rivet this on the inside. And I think that's going to make a nice window. I think I'll be able to do it to the other side also. And it's going to be a good addition to this fly trap. Let's give that a try. All right, got some tin snips there. Worked really good on getting rid of those sharp points. Actually turned into a nice robot helmet. Looks like that robot from Futurama. Maybe an idea for Halloween if somebody wants to make a robot helmet. But not here. We want to make a fly trap. Let's do the other side now. Wow, did that make a mess. But got my rivets. Got a drill, 1/8 inch drill. I got my rivet gun. And then what I'm going to do is take this and put it on the inside. And I'm going to put in some rivets and rivet this in place. Make some windows for the flies. Well, we're getting there. I'm putting the longer part of the rivet to the inside. I uncurled it opposite of this, thinking I might get a tighter fit as that goes down in there. And so I'm going to put, let's see, 4 more rivets for a total of 6 and see what that looks like. But I put it on the inside to keep this all as clean as possible on the outside so it doesn't get snagged by something. But as long as it's, the seal is, or the gap is smaller than a fly, they won't get through. And also I'll be able to look in there and see how full that's getting. So, great idea. So, here's one side. I end up having to use more rivets than I thought I would have to get that to seal up good. But you can see there, it should be good. End up using 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 rivets. And I don't know if I would have laid that the other way, if it would have laid down better. It's hard to tell. If I'd have put the rivets through the other way, maybe it might have held better, but then it might have got hung up on stuff. Don't know. We'll see, but we've got windows. Now let's do the other side. Get this thing catching flies. So on the other side, the one I just did, I inverted the plastic, the natural coil of it, to help keep these corners down. And I thought it would lay better, as opposed to putting it in here like this, and then the corners would be up. And then I'm thinking, well, if I were to take the bucket, and if I were to take and put this on the outside with the rivets, how would that look? I might try that on this side and see which side works best for future designs. Let me try that. Well, this is looking pretty good. It's laying down nicely. A little bit of, hang up there, but other than that, I think this might be a better way of doing it. Okay, around the corners here, not too bad. You can see all the way through to the other side. Hopefully that'll give enough daylight for the flies to gather here instead of trying to find another way out. So, let me get this some bait in here all mixed up. Put this out in the sun, get it cooking. I might end up putting it on an overhang or something to take care of that that rain problem I'm going to have with it. And I got to figure out what else to do. I might put a second top on it to keep the rain out. But again, great idea. Let's get this working and see how it looks. All right, we got our fly bait in there. Give it some water. That should be enough. Swish that around a little bit. And give this a stir with a stick that I just found laying around here. Get the top put on. Lock down. Get our top all locked down. I'm going to go ahead and just set this out here in the sun, and then I'll come check on it tomorrow. Again, thanks for the great idea. Keep the comments coming. And check out the previous video on how I show how to make this. Thank you.